Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, we'll be doing a review for Star Wars AHSOKA #1. This is a new book from Marvel Comics and Disney Star Wars. Let's talk about the creative team before we get into this book. This book is written by Rodney Barnes with Steve Cummings on pencils, Wayne Faucher on inks, Rachelle Rosenberg on colors, letters by Travis Lanham, beautiful cover by David Nakayama, and then we'll see a few more covers at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Um, this is actually pretty straightforward. I'll give you a synopsis, but this is just an adaptation of the Ahsoka TV show. Star Wars and Marvel have been doing this for pretty much all their series. Uh, and if you want to relive that story, this is a fun way to do it because sometimes the comics allow the team to tell the story and add a little bit of spice to it, right? There's a few more things they could do that are probably very difficult to do in live action. I do appreciate that Steve Cummings isn't necessarily going for like, let's make everyone look exactly photorealistic, right? I don't think that's a concern. It's more about the feel of the story. So, but if you're not familiar with the story, after the fall of the Empire, AHSOKA Tano stalks the galaxy for Grand Admiral Thrawn, a valuable prisoner, escapes the New Republic custody. A search for answers reunites two old friends, and the villainous Morgan Elspeth returns along with two new mysterious Four users, Balin Skull and his apprentice Shin Hati. Will the rebels be able to track down their lost comrade, Ezra Bridger? So yeah, there's a lot going on here. But like I said, I think Rodney Barnes definitely at least captures the essence of the story that was told. And this is pretty much almost beat for beat the first episode. So I assume that we're gonna see some of the big beats, and I'm actually pretty excited to see maybe like issue number 4, issue number 5. They were pretty cool. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes from here. So like I said, sometimes they add a little bit of extra stuff, but not too much. But let's go take a look at some of the preview art. And as I mentioned, Cummings and Faucher, like they're not going for photorealism. They just want to make sure that we get the vibes of everything. This is the opening scene where Balin and Shin Hati go in to free a prisoner, and they take over the ship. Right? Things get pretty violent very quickly. As you can see here, I do think it's interesting to see the lightsabers colored in the comic because they are a lot more orange here than I originally thought in the series. Like they're not actually red, right? These aren't Sith sabers. These two are something different, something completely new. But yeah, really cool sequence here. Very much like, love seeing the sound effects for the guns, the pew pew. And then we catch up with Ahsoka as she's at the temple. And that's kind of where we're going to leave things up for the preview. Like I said, if you watch the show, you're going to get a very similar story. So maybe you want to check it out once it's collected to see some of the highlights. Also, if you're a big fan of the series, you can get some really cool covers with Ahsoka, with Sabine, with a lot of the characters that are part of this. I'm sure there'll be a lot more. But we get some really cool ones in this first issue. So if you read this, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. We have reviews for the Ahsoka TV show on the channel as well. You can go look for those. So as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.